All right, folks, we have our first raid here. Looks like he's coming in with a bit of a queen charge, and the queen is walking around the edge there and into the town hall compartment, targeting the town hall here. The ice golems are being poisoned, and that town hall is absolutely shredding his healers, but they do manage to stay up. Queen is freezing by the ice golems. Siege barracks comes down. King is walked. It looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of the hybrid miner hog attack here. Queen continues to work her way through. Jump spell is dropped. He's got 2 more rages. One of those I imagine will be used on the queen any second now, considering she's dropping pretty substantially. There it is. Here comes the hybrid. Hogs are going in. Miners are going in. The queen is struggling. Ability gets popped. She's going to tear through our queen here, and that big pack of hogs and miners is going to move through on the edge. They have a pretty clear funnel deeper into the base. If that queen stays up, this could be trouble. So we're continuing to move through the base here. I apologize for any background noise. Like I said, I'm not in the best area. Warden ability goes off, and this is looking like a pretty strong push through here, the core here. He's still got the warden, or excuse me, not the warden, the royal champion ability. Queen is still moving through. Here come those hogs. Hogs are doing well, and looks like this is looking like 3 right now. Queen's going to go down to the single target inferno here, possibly. Maybe. No, she's going to make it through. No, she actually went down. Never mind. But yeah, this is going to be 3 stars, guys. So that's a good start for resistance, and we're going to have to answer. So cleanup just coming down now, and that's going to be it for this base. So tough one there, boys. But we will surely respond in kind. So there's the first 3-star for resistance. All right, folks, we are waiting for David to come in now. Any second now. All right, David is live. So here we go. David's coming in with the hybrid miner Yeti blimp assault strategy. First, we're going to see a couple of loons, and then the blimp go directly into the town hall. Hopefully the sweeper is distracted by those couple of loons. Seeking air mines, no issue for that blimp there. The Yetis are going to bust through this town hall with their Yeti mites. Town hall is down. Ice golems come out of the CC. Looks pretty clean so far. We're also spotting him, so if I say anything random, that would be why. Queen coming down at the 6 o'clock angle. We're going to see the king coming down once the CC walks over her way around 7:30, most likely. Healers are down also. Queen is safely walking up. She's going to target next that gold camp. Slight worry about maybe her turning left towards that cannon, but we'll see. King moving up towards the top there, towards 9, and the queen's moving through. We're going to start to see our miners and hogs in a minute or so here, and they're starting their move in now. The queen is going to keep moving the edge now because of those miners and hogs pushing her through. Any second now, warden and then royal champion behind, I imagine. Things are moving pretty smoothly so far. Town hall is down. First heal spell goes down. There's the royal champ. She's lagging just a little, but she'll catch up quick enough. And things are poison spell possibly on the interior with the queen here, considering he didn't need it for the ice golems. There's a rage for those miners and hogs. Poison spell on the queen. We're moving through pretty clean here into that scatter shot compartment. Warden ability has been used into the heal spell now. That scatter shot's doing a good bit of damage. King's doing a bit of damage himself, though, on the other side. Things are going to start to move up around the edge and back towards that inferno at the top compartment once they move through the edge here. We have 1 heal spell left. We need to get through that bomb tower pretty cleanly, and then the heal spell is going to go down somewhere around that scatter shot and single target inferno. He might consider using the Royal Champion ability early, but that's going to be at his discretion. We'll see what he does here. Royal Champ ability is going to be used now. There it is. Going to bust through a couple of the defenses there. Miners are continuing to move through. There's a lot of DPS in there. Not sure if it's going to be quite enough, but the queen is still up, so that's helping for sure. She's got her ability, but she can't reach that inferno tower. Can the miners get it down? Looks like the miners are going to be able to get it down by just a hair. It's going to be close. And the queen, can she take care of business on the rest of the space? There's a good bit of cleanup coming down. This is looking pretty good, though, guys. Miners are all gone now, and there's a couple of minions and archers coming through. Queen pops the ability. Looks like it's going to be just short, though. A couple of those cannons on the back end are going to hold things up, and the queen's going to go down. The question now is, can the warden snipe everything? That's a tall order for anyone, and for some reason he's beating on a wall. Warden's doing what wardens do best. So it looks like we're going to see around 95-96% fail here, but good shot by DeVito. These are tough bases, and that's all you can ask. So we'll watch out the last couple seconds here. He'll probably get one of these couple cannons, and we're probably going to end around 95-96%. So very, very close, but not quite 3. And that's one of the big things, the little differences here. in these kind of big attacks against high-level bases. So there you have it. The finals 96%. 3 things stand. Very close, very great attack, but didn't quite work out. So I'll be back. All right, folks, we have Big Al live here. Al is going in, and he's going in against number 3, Gandalf the Grey for Resistance Clash of Clans. We are seeing a queen walk moving in at the 3 o'clock side. And it looks like he's going to try and wall break this base. He has 9 wall breakers. He's got a couple of free spells. So here it is. The rage is going to go down on wall breakers any second now, maybe. There they are. A little bit late, maybe. But it looks like they're going to get through. So the first layer is down. He's wall breaking through. The queen is going to continue walking in. Once this Inferno goes down, it looks like he's going to try to wall break through the second layer. But the queen is going to struggle here with a scatter shot and the enemy king moving on her. So that's going to be tough order. Maybe a second rage spell will help her through this. There's the rage spell. Oh no, the scatter shot. That could have been dangerous, but it looks like he survived. Are there going to be more wall breakers coming down here, or not? I guess not. The scatter shot's down, thankfully. There are the wall breakers, and they're going to break her into this side compartment. Oh, there's a bomb, so that didn't help. But it looks like it's going to get through here. Queen's going to deal with all of these ice golems, so we're going to lose her for about 15 seconds probably here. She's moving through all right, though. Here comes a rage spell to deal with things. And he's moving in with a couple of archers around the edges here, picking off a couple of, low-hanging fruit percentages and such, building his funnel. We're going to see miners hitting the 145 mark, getting a little bit tight on time here. Queen's going to hit the town hall, I imagine, and then here comes the king. And maybe we're going to see miners from the top. The siege barracks and the king going to cut a funnel from the 12 to 3 side, and we're going to see miners on that 12 to 3 side, king moving 12 to 9. So there are the miners moving in on the 12 to 3 side, like we mentioned. He's betting on his queen to move through that town hall. That's a tall order because she doesn't have an ability. She might need a freeze spell to get through this. It's going to be tight. Might need a freeze, but we'll see. Heal spell is down for the miners. Queen barely gets through with a hair of health, but then goes down after that town hall. So that's going to hurt. The healers stay up, but they're going to just basically die as they move across the base. Warden ability is down. Out of these siege barracks, we have a union of hogs, an absolute 9 or 8 of them or so. And we're moving through the space, but the eagle artillery is still up. And the 9 o'clock funnel is not quite set either, so that's going to be probably problematic as things move through the base. And that eagle artillery is just hammering away on his troops. So even if he gets through the center here, I'm not sure that he has the time remaining as well. There's only 40 seconds. He does have the champion ability. He's going to use he needs to use the champion ability soon here to just get through a couple of Teslas, because he's not going to have... There it is. Champion ability goes down, 26 seconds. This is looking like a time fill, though, folks. I don't think he's going to have quite enough time to get through here. The miners are down. They're going to move through the eagle artillery, but I think, unfortunately, this is a time fail, folks. We're looking at 14, 13, 12, 90%. This is going to be really close, but I'm not sure that he has what he needs left. 9, 8, 7, 6, maybe. He might pull this off. He might pull this off. It's going to be short. Just going to be short. 99%. 99. Well, that hurts. Great job, but that's just short, so that's difficult. We'll be back for the next raid. We got a live attack here on Big Al. So here we go. It's Top Gun Warrior versus Big Al. And it looks like we're going to see a P.E.K.K.A. Yeti smash. Here he is starting with a Warden walk. Got the Warden walking down at 6 o'clock. A little bit redundant there, but what am I going to do, right? So the wizard's going to sort of pull his funnel, and he's walking into a trapped area, I do believe, is what I'm hearing over Discord here. So we'll see if that does happen. The jump spell's going down, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty straightforward funnel. P.E.K.K.A.'s going to do the edge, and all the P.E.K.K.A.s and Yetis and Ice Golems and Siege Barracks and Heroes are going to run into that jump spell through the center there, and likely Quad Quake over for the center, opening up the scatter shots and Eagle Artillery. That's what I imagine the plan to be, at least. Interestingly, he's using the Siege Barracks as additional funneling down the edge. That's not probably where I would have put it, but I see why he did. He's going to move in there with the Rage spell, I imagine, momentarily. There's the Earthquake spell. Well, that whole center of the base is now opened up. And yeah, that's another... Hearing some things over Discord, too, a good point here. The difference between those level 3, I think, Seeking Air Mines, see that hitting right there? The healers don't die if they're struck with the weaker level Seeking Air Mines, so you do need to max those hits. That single target Inferno is going to do a little bit of damage, but a lot of these Yetis are still up, the Yetimites are still up, and there's still a pretty strong attacking force in the center there. Although it is stalling, the Hogs are moving around the edge with Royal Champion ability. We will see how this fares, but this is looking like a 2-star as of now. It's Looks like it's going to hold, but it is early still, so I never try to call it early, but I think at this point we can pretty safely say that this is a 2-star attack, and in fact a low 2-star at that. Ended up basically running into a whole lot of traps there, and though they didn't kill all of his healers, he ended up losing them eventually, and he's going to get a couple edge percentage here, probably end up with low 60s, but it is going to be a 2-star, and a low 2-star at that, so puts us in a decent position for moving back into control if we can pull up a triple. So that is how it stands moving through the first 2 attacks. We are down a star. We are winning by percent. So we're going to watch this archer tower, this archer just shoot there. No, we're not. All right, 57%, and that's that. We will be back. We're about to see Sting going in on number 1, so we are down 1 star. They're also going in live, so they have another attacker in as well. And here is Sting. We're going to see what Sting is doing. Sting is coming out with a hybrid miner assault here, and what is going to happen, it is yet to be seen. So here we have a queen charge coming in at the 3 o'clock angle here, with a Coco Loon and a baby dragon setting the funnel on the lower edge. That queen is going to walk up as we planned for Sting. The goal is for that queen to basically walk up and around and towards the town hall, but it doesn't look like she's going to do that. She's going to end up walking down and towards the edge, so a little bit of a funnel fail there potentially, but let's see how he recovers, because he is known for recovering under pressure here. He's going to need a rage spell. Unfortunately, the ability is going to be popped, so that was not quite good. He's going to have to deal with the world champ, a lot of DPS here, so this attack not going quite to plan at the start here. Going to have to fight through the CC while that scatter shot and Inferno Tower is going on. Needs another rage spell like now. Basically needs another rage spell, but he's not going to get it. It doesn't look like. He's going to freeze some of those scatter shots in there. He does need a rage spell, but I think he's going to let the queen die, or at least so he decides. The siege barracks is down at 6 o'clock. The king is moving through. Those healers are going to go down, and we're probably going to see the miner and Yeti, not miner and Yeti, but miner and hog spam coming in from the top to make sure he gets the town hall. So there it is. The miners and the hogs come out with the warden and the royal champion, I imagine, tailing. Oh, he's using the royal champion with the hogs that came out of the siege barracks. So that's an interesting choice. He's going to need a heal spell to get through the town hall. There's the warden ability. Miners and hogs hack their way through. They do survive the gigabomb due to that ability, but this is looking like a low percentage 2-star, probably somewhere around the high 60s, I would imagine at this point, maybe less. Things are moving a little bit, though. He does have a good bit of cleanup still. He still has a couple of heal spells, but that Eagle Artillery is still up in the middle. As long as that Eagle Artillery stands, there's going to be a lot of hacking and ultimate destruction for his troops, unfortunately. So a couple of Coco Loons from the top, going to kind of knock out a couple extra things. He's dropping some minions to grab free percentage. Maybe he gets to 65, but it's going to be close, and we will see. He has a whole bunch of archers as well. Archers are coming down, but he's trying to get to that 60-ish, 62 mark maybe. Let's see here. So that there is going to be 59. He has 60 at the top. If he fights through, there's 61 now. But yeah, we're talking a low percentage 2-star. So let's see if we can catch the end of the other attack. And the other attack is a 1-star right now. And what are we seeing? The town hall is just going down, so there's the 2-star, but this is going to be a low percentage 2-star. It's pretty clear at this point. Things have not gone well in this attack either, and a couple of dragons come out of the Stone Slammer there, so that's an interesting choice, but we're probably looking at a mid-70s 2-star here, possibly 80, depending on how much DPS the queen can churn out here. But we're looking at a 2-star on Sting, I do believe. So a 2-star on Sting for them and a 2-star for Sting for us, and we're basically sitting in the same situation we are, with a slight percentage lead, I do believe, and down a star. So we're not going to watch the rest of this, because this is clearly a 2-star. We're going to see how it shakes out, and then we'll be back with the next raid. So just waiting for that percentage to update now. Should be any second, and the percentage is updated, and we are still winning slightly on percent, but we are down a star, so I'll be back when the next attack happens. All right, folks, we got another live attack, and this time it is me. It is Gandalf the Grey whacking on poor little old me. So we're going to see how this pans out here, starting with a Coco Loon and a Baby Dragon funnel, a couple of wizards here, and then he's coming with the Queen. This is an internet base. You've seen it before on Clash with Eric, so he probably has a good idea where the traps are, or so he thinks, because I've adjusted some of them. But unfortunately, he is going to get the Seeking Air Mine there with the Coco Loon. And he has a couple of loons, so I imagine that he does have a good guess as to where a good bit of the traps are, but I did adjust some of them, so we'll see how it pans out here. The Queen's going to move in towards my Town Hall. Another Seeking Air Mine is going to be lost to that Coco Loon, and we're going to see a third one, imagine, popping up here. So good catch there, and that's just poor base design on my part because this is a well-known base. But we're going to see here if the funnel fails. It might fail, I'm not sure. That's another design of the base. We're going to see a freeze here, a couple of ice golems come out, and the question is, can she hold up to all the DPS from those expos plus the ice golems? It's going to be tight here, and that is the goal. The ice golems, unfortunately, might drag her back up. We will see, but she's going to have to deal with those ice golems under all that fire. It looks like she's going to stand, though. It does look like she's going to stand, unfortunately, but there's the ability. Queen ability goes through. Miners and hogs coming in from 6 o'clock now. The queen is going back under fire now, and she is slowly losing health, but not quite enough, not quick enough. The town hall is going to go down. The healers are also going to go down. Oh, the town hall stands. Town hall stands. We are looking at a potential 1-star if he does not adjust to that, but we'll see how these miners path and how these hogs path. He does not have any back-end hogs left, though, so the question is, will they path to that town hall? And he might try and use his royal champion ability to get the town hall, but the question is where will those miners path? It looks like the miners are pathing towards the town hall, though. So the miners are pathing towards the town hall, though. So we're gonna see a lot of miners still up there. Miners moving towards the town hall now. Couple of miners going down, and that is a 1-star. So we are back in business. It is officially a 1-star, 67%. My base holds the day, and we are down an attack, but we are in the ballpark on percent. We're down 10%, so that definitely doable to bring it back on the next attack, and that's going to be up to me and 2 Chains, so we'll be back the next one. All right, folks, so we are seeing a battle blimp attack here. So it started with knocking out the eagle, it looks like. Queen's going to walk the edge, deal with a bunch of traps here, and we're going to see Yetis up the middle, I imagine. So pretty similar plan to a lot of things we've seen before, but that is the kind of the MO when you have an edge town hall there. So we're going to see how it plays out, basically. Queen's continuing to walk through. Got the king up there, and things are moving slowly down. The warden and the queen are moving along slowly, but they're going to walk the edge here, and then she's going to move down to the town hall. And we're going to see the Yetis and the P.E.K.K.A.s moving in, I imagine, on the, well, it looks like maybe the 9 o'clock end instead of the 6 to 3 end, but yeah, it looks like the 9 o'clock end here, and here it is. So 9 o'clock end, things go in, and we have a good bit of advancement here. Things moving through slowly. We're going to see the earthquakes to enter, maybe. No, earthquakes are not entering. He's just breaking his way through. There's the earthquake now. Back in Inferno Towers and scatter shots, so we'll see what happens there. Royal Champion moved out in front, which isn't necessarily the best. She's going to have to pop her early ability, but she does stay up, so that'll be an extra DPS for the Force. Those back-end Teslas could pose a problem, but that single target Inferno doing a number on things. Looks like things are stalling just a tad here in the core, but maybe not that much because things are still moving forward. So I guess I was mistaken here. A lot of Yetis still up. That single target's going to need to lock onto this queen to get any sort of value here, but it looks like it's going to go down before it can do any sort of damage to her, unfortunately. Queen's going to stay up. Yetis are still up. This is not looking good. Maybe a time fail, but there's a lot of center mass, I guess, basically troops there that are moving through. Queen's going to move in and basically eviscerate this core section here. There's some DPS to deal with, but she doesn't have her ability, so we will see. Basically, the question is, can the Yetis get all the way on the base at this point, because the Queen's going to work through all of that, and I'm thinking the answer might be no. So we're going to see probably a time fail here. It's going to be very close, but it does indeed look like a time fail. So that's going to put them probably back in the lead in percent, I think. And the question now is, can we answer the call with 2 high percentage 2-stars or a triple to seal the deal? Because that was the final attack from Resistance, and we're going to see what we're made of now to clinch the day. So we're looking at probably an 86% 2-star and a time fail because he absolutely smashed that base. So I'll be back at you with the next one from myself and Chains. All right, folks, here we are. 2 Chains is about to go live. And after 2 Chains goes live, I will go live. We need 75% each respectively to pull out a W here against Resistance Clash of Clans. So here we go. We are in live. Chains is starting with a Warden Walk around the top here at the 12 o'clock side. And he's going with a Loon, and it immediately catches a Sam, so that's perfect. That's exactly what its purpose was. Second Sam, great catch with those Loons. Third Sam, great catch with the Loons. Wow, that was a really good start to things. And he's going to continue walking with the Warden. King is going to start the funnel down at that 9 o'clock side. The King is going to continue to move down, and we're going to see the entry of the Yetis and P.E.K.K.A.s around that 10 o'clock angle, and their goal will basically be to jump in and triple jump through this base. We're probably going to see the first jump spell around the the entry points, the second over the CC, and the third to get into the back end compartment. Once this town hall goes down, things will be looking pretty good. The CC comes out, we got a baby dragon, a couple of ice golems, and we're going to rage through the eagles going down really early. The good news is the town hall is going to get hit here in a second. It's a clear path. Things are looking really good here. He needs to drop his siege barracks soon, though, to just clear out the edge. A little bit early on the warden ability, but he does save his healers, so maybe that's why he did it. He doesn't need it for the Yetis to survive, so he's going to lose a couple of barbarians there to the bomb. Final jump spell going down. The healers need to catch up to those Yetis. Things are looking all right. They were stalling a little bit in the core. Royal Champion is down. He's dropping a Stone Slammer instead of the Siege Barracks, and it's going to work the edge here. Royal Champion ability was popped, but since it's only a level 10 champ, didn't do that much. We're looking at the 2-star being clinched now, and the question now is how much damage can this Stone Slammer do around the edge? We're going to see Hogs coming out. He does have a Queen ability left, and we're looking at 62% now, 63%. If he's hitting that magic 75 number, that's what we're looking for, and he's going to easily hit that. The Queen needs to just use her ability at some point, but we're probably not having enough juice to get the 3-star. We're going to see a high percentage 2 here. The King will tank, and the Warden and the Queen will shoot from behind. We're probably going to see maybe 90, 95, depending on time permitting. I'm not sure that he can get through to deal with the scatter shot, the Royal Champion, with just his Queen ability, unfortunately. But very high percentage here, and then it's just going to be up to me to basically not suck to seal the deal. So we're just going to watch the rest of the chains here. Chains pops the ability. We're going to see 90%. Things are working through. We're going to see another hit, 92%, 93%, maybe 94%, maybe 95%. That thing's going to go down. That's going to go down. Maybe 96%, 96%. So we are absolutely wheeling here in terms of average destruction, but that's going to be it. And then I need to go in and seal the deal. Alrighty, folks. We are live on this base, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with a couple of loons up the top on this cannon here in order to distract the air sweeper, and then battle blimps coming in right at the town hall. I'm going to drop the rage spell as soon as it gets into range. A couple of SAMs going down, and it should pop, take care of business on that town hall, and then I'm going to begin my funnel here. So the Barbarian King is going to go down right on this gold storage. Basically just need him to break the ring. CC's coming out. I don't care who kills it as long as someone does, because I got a whole lot of beef here to pack. There we go. Barbarian King has officially broken the ring, so pretty happy about that. And I'm going to begin the Queen Walk moving down and around the edge here, but I'm going to wait until the Barb King dies officially as he's worked through a couple of those ice golems. I'm pretty happy about how that funnel has progressed, and I'm going to drop a couple down there. Ice golems have been pulled out of the way. It looks like the Queen might walk up. I might have dropped her a little bit too high, unfortunately. But once she moves through things, we got a baby dragon on top dealing with the CC here. But it looks like we got our entry pretty clear. So the question now is, can we basically enter these troops straight up the gut? I'm going to let the Queen do a little bit more funneling and enter a miner on the edge just so she has her jobs a little bit easy. And things are looking all right. And then as soon as this air defense goes down, losing a healer to a SAM, that kind of sucks. As soon as the healer goes down here, then we're going to enter. So here it is. It is time for go time, and here are the miners with the Warden and the Champ and the Hogs. So we are in now officially. I had to pop the ability. I'm going to use a free spell over that big cluster of defenses. I'm going to drop a rage on my Queen to keep her up. Enemy Queen goes down. I forgot to use my poison spell, so I'll use that when I get to the Royal Champ most likely. I'm going to pop my Warden ability early to save those Hogs because they were getting into trouble there. I'm going to freeze the enemy Royal Champ and poison her. Lost a lot of Hogs there though, so that's probably not going to be a 3-star just based off of that. All the miners appear to also be gone. Not sure what happened to them. Oh, maybe no, they're still up. I'm going to pop my Royal Champion ability, but we're not looking too hot here, boys. This is going to be probably a 70-ish% 2-star attack. Definitely not 3. Ran out of gas a little bit, lost too many healers, staggered in the core there. Hard to record an attack as I'm learning, and if you guys think my voice is out of sync, that would be because we did it well. I'm attacking a little bit 5-second delay that you guys see. So that is going to be it, though, as the stars are on the board, and that's going to be 85 to 78. That is going to be a victory over Resistance Clash of Clans for the HOD, so that's a good looks for us today. And again, this is Saber from Neighborhod. Thanks for watching. I'm signing off.